5 Rap Beefs. Before rap beef became about wimpy, view-collecting YouTubers having a lyrical girl slap at each other, Tanner Fox, rappers used their tracks as a platform to express truly intense beef with rivals. There is a long-standing hip-hop tradition of MCs using mics in the press instead of fists, and throughout the popularized era of rap, there have been many gripes expressed in the studio that have been made especially interesting narratives bubbling beneath the surface in the hip-hop genre. Do you often reflect on the wildest rapper beefs of all time? Because I know I do, and that's why today on Top 5's Best, we're looking at the 5 rap beefs.
Make sure to hit that like button. Let's aim for 10,000 likes. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel for the best top 5 videos. If you do hit that like button and you subscribe to the channel, then let me know down in the comments below. I'll be replying to 100 of you. So if you want a good chance of me replying to you, make sure you're one of the first people to watch my videos by turning on notifications.
Number 5. 50 Cent vs. Kanye West. Back in 2007, Kanye West and 50 Cent would meet up to trade notes on their music. But when Kanye announced that he planned to release his album Graduation on September 11th, the same day as 50 Cent's Curtis, the two entered a publicized rivalry to grab the most sales, and 50 Cent even promised he would quit the rap game if Kanye came out on top. After multiple hurdles, things were not going well for 50 Cent, and there was reportedly an incident at the G Unit headquarters where 50 destroyed a plasma TV by ripping from the wall and launching a mobile phone through a window. This occurred after his music video for the single Follow My Lead was leaked on the internet, and the MC lost his head, worrying this leak would ruin the impact of his new material for fans. Well, something ruined it. When the release day rolled around, after the first week it became clear that Kanye had outsold 50 with ease, and dominated the sales by a significant 125,000 copies. Despite swearing his retirement if faced with this result, 50 Cent went back on his promise and did not give up creating music. He went on to voice claims of conspiracy, stating that Kanye's record company had manipulated the sales figures. Unfortunately for 50, despite him blaming this failure on Kanye's label and Interscope, who are his own label, Curtis released to much critical disappointment and was generally received as average effort compared to 50's previous discs. Number 4. Eminem vs. Everlast and Limp Bizkit. After Everlast, who originally rose to fame with House of Pain, used his guest feature on a remix version of Dilated People's Eardrums Pop,
I read the New Testament and gave it up for Lent. All the places I went just to pay my rent.
To diss Eminem in 2000, Eminem went in on Everlast with a B-side on D12 single Bleep on You Called I Remember, where he ripped the ex-House of Painter apart.
Now you sound ridiculous, you dickless piece of shit. How could you diss me? I liked you, thought you was alright for a white dude.
Poking fun at his age and using the production and style of the track to parody Everlast's solo music.
Plus I can sing better than you, and I don't fucking sing, and probably play guitar better, and I ain't never touched the string.
Everlast returned fired with Whitey's Revenge in late 2000s, dedicating the record to Eminem's mother, as well as threatening the Detroiter with physical violence and questioning his masculinity.
I'd like to dedicate this record right here to Mr. Marshall Mathers' mother. So won't that be Slim Shady please act up? Get smacked up, get your eyes blacked up.
It wouldn't be until 2014 that Eminem came back at Everlast with Quitter, a track where he promised he'd murder Everlast if he ever discussed his daughter on a track again. They made fun of Everlast's soured relationship with past House of Pain members, in particular to DJ Lethal, who was at that time flying high with metal rap outfit Limp Bizkit. Everlast never fired back after that point, so it's safe to assume Eminem won, but their conflict led to further lyrical warring in Eminem's music. After touring with Limp Bizkit on the Anger Management Tour, Eminem claims that the new meddlers wanted to jump in on the beef with Everlast and take Eminem's side. According to Eminem, Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst and ex-House of Pain member DJ Lethal were supposed to feature on the track Quitter after rallying Eminem to let them jump on the diss track. After Eminem went ahead and booked the studio time, Durst canceled on him claiming to have a toothache, so Eminem recorded the diss track Girls targeted at Limp Bizkit, which appeared as a secret track on D12's debut album, Devil's Night. Eventually, the Eminem and Everlast beef was quashed when Eminem and Everlast co-featured on the Busta Rhymes track Calm Down for his The Clash EP release in 2014. Number 3. Jay-Z vs. NAS. As one of the longest feuds in hip-hop, this beef spanned over a decade. It took its roots in 1996 in the wake of Biggie Smalls. Many rappers felt obliged to try and claim the throne as the New York king of hip-hop. In NAS's Truck, the message from his second album, he rhymes there can only be one king. A lyric, which had been recorded, is thought to have been aimed at the current reigning kings of hip-hop, Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
There's no one thing. There's one life, one love, so there can only be one king. The highlights of living, Vegas style, roll dice and linen, and terror spinning.
After Biggie passed, Jay-Z had his stab at claiming the crown with his single, The City Is Mine, in 1997.
And let the world know that the city is mine.
These two tracks were the birth of this conflict, as both of these giants put themselves forwards as the next reigning kings of New York rap. Many subliminal blows exchanged for years between the two rappers until Jay-Z made the feud public knowledge with his track The Takeover in 2001, spitting lyrics like "You little I got money stacks bigger than you," and specifically referencing NAS's debut Illmatic as his only good album. NAS would return fire with his single Ether, taken from his 2001 effort Stillmatic, where he calls Jay-Z a camel and threatens to murder Jay and his whole Rockefeller crew. From there, the grudge grew into a beef of hip-hop legend, but honestly, there are too many diss tracks to go over with these two. It's a long-lasting rivalry, and you should go check out the origins and the rhymes that followed for yourself. Number 2. NWA vs. Ice Cube. Dramatized in the 2015 biopic Straight Outta Compton, Ice Cube left NWA and started his own thing, following an argument over royalty payments. Cube, who is credited as the writer of many of WA's classics such as Straight Outta Compton,
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
The Police,
The police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown.
and was even the sole writer of Express Yourself.
Spread yourself. Spread yourself.
Cube left the famed rap posse after he spent years getting screwed out of the fruits of his own hard work. In 1991, after Ice Cube left the group, NWA dropped an album called For Life, and Dr. Dre specifically dissed Ice Cube on the track, Always Into Something, calling the rapper, well, the word for female dog. Darn, it's hard to make this video without swearing. I mean, the bleeps help, but I mean, like, not really. Anyway, shortly after Ice Cube released his second solo album, Death Certificate, and dropped the single No Vaseline, which took a direct swing at NWA with rhymes like, "A yellow boy's on your team, so you're losing. Yo, Dre, sick as producing, and but if they were as smart as me, Easy-A be a hanging from a tree." Man, strong words. NWA never fired back at Ice Cube. It's probably partly down to the fact that Cube was always NWA's best writer and they couldn't compete, but also because the group split down due to Dr. Dre leaving to start Death Row Records with Suge Knight. Number 1. Biggie Smalls vs. Tupac. Okay, literally, we would not have been credible if we didn't put this one in. The 90s. There was an ongoing beef with East and West, which was articulated in the rap industry as Bad Boy vs. Death Row. With Biggie Smalls respected as the king of New York and Tupac the reigning king of Cali, it seemed only natural that the pair would butt lyrical heads at some stage. In 1994, Biggie Smalls released the track Who Shot Ya, which many including Tupac himself believed was a diss track aimed at him, and was a reference to a shooting which occurred at Quad Studios in New York in 1994, where gunmen attempted to murder Tupac. An article published by the LA Times didn't do much to fan the flames of this conflict. Written by Chuck Phillips, the article claimed that Biggie Smalls helped to orchestrate this attempt on Tupac's life. Later it would be revealed that the track was actually recorded before the attempted murder of Tupac even occurred, but that didn't stop Tupac firing back. In 1996, he did so with Hit 'Em Up,
Biggie Smalls just got dropped, little move past the Mac, and let me hit him in his back.
where he fired numerous disses at Biggie claiming to have slept with Faith Evans, and all the while, Biggie claimed Who Shot Ya was not a diss track targeting Tupac. The situation reached a boiling point on September 13th, 1996, when Tupac was gunned down in his BMW in Las Vegas while out riding with Death Row boss Suge Knight.
Near fatal shooting, but he couldn't survive a second. Rap star Tupac Shakur died last night after a brief life in a rough business. He was 25. Here's NBC's Stan Bernard.
His own death from multiple gunshot wounds. And his devoted fans who believed his rap litany mirrored their lives are mourning. When he was shot in this car in Las Vegas, he was out on bail while appealing a 4.5-year sentence for sexual assault.
The most important thing, we want to show respect. Everybody, right? We are here because of Biggie, and we want to show him respect.
Biggie was shot dead only months later, on March 9th, 1997, and many who were close to the rapper believe that Suge Knight arranged Biggie's death to avenge Tupac. And that's our video for today. So what do you think of these rap beefs? Think they're pretty fierce, or do you think they kind of pale in comparison maybe to some today? Well, let us know in the comments below, and while you're down there, why not give us a like and maybe even subscribe to us? Helps us out immensely and lets us get even more content to you. With that said, I'm signing off, and you all have a wonderful day.